Okay, everybody, you'll be happy to know that 80% of your work is now completed. So we'll just finish up with these last few exercises, and then we can do some really interesting things. The next thing we move on to is values. Values are very important, and they're also important in research because of ethical questions. Values reflect deep and far-reaching aspects of the person, and are aspects such as autonomy, independence, security, etc., that a person would not give up even when faced with a difficult choice. The researcher Shine clearly identifies the necessity of taking account of values as they help to predict which occupations are likely to satisfy and which are likely to lead with conflict and dissatisfaction. This is self-evident. If you are working in a job that conflicts with your values, you will be unhappy and probably experience a lot of stress. Values are the beliefs, principles, and standards that are important to you and what you are looking for in a job and for your working life. When considering career development opportunities, it is very important to determine if your core values can be satisfied. Many people do not take their values into account when making a career decision, and this can lead to a lot of regrets. While every role involves some degree of sacrifice or compromise, and this is being realistic, when a role is reasonably in line with our values, it results in greater job satisfaction, fulfillment, and enhanced performance in the longer term, simply because you are proud of the work you do, and you are proud to talk about it, and you are happy to do your work. Our harmonious relationship between one's core values and those of the role or employing organization is important. So we move on to the values exercise. Score the following values from 1 to 10, with 10 being the most important to you. Same principle as the other exercises. Okay, I value being known as an expert. I want to be known as someone with special knowledge or skills. Mark it 1 to 10, please. I value a challenge and being challenged, demanding tasks that test my abilities. I value teamwork. I value being able to work collaboratively with others. I get a greater sense of satisfaction achieving as part of a team than I do working individually because I can share the rewards. I value low pressure in a working situation. I try to avoid demanding work environments. You will give it a score of 1 to 10 for each of these. I value being able to influence other people. I want to persuade people to come around to my point of view. I value variety. I like to have a diverse set of tasks and challenges at work. I don't like work that is too predictable. I value status. I value a position that earns me privilege and prestige. The parking spot beside the door, the office on the corner, with 2 windows. Yes, of course. Only if there's an elevator. I value adventure and risk-taking role. I value excitement in my job. Work-life balance is something that I value greatly. I value good balance between work and personal life. Now, this is a good example that every few years our priorities change. Sometimes our work-life balance, if we're in our early 20s, our mid-20s, all we are thinking about is getting to the next level. But maybe 6 years from now, you might have a family, all of a sudden you want to have less time at work. So just because your values are at a certain level now, your values may change over time. I value routine. I value work that is predictable. Maybe I get my excitement outside of work. I value fast-paced working environment, high pressure, lots of excitement. It is important to me to have time with my family. I value spending quality time with family and close friends. I value precision work, detailed work requiring high level of accuracy, highly specialized. And lastly, I value competition. I like to compete when I work. I value work activities which measure my abilities against the abilities of other people. I value excitement, high levels of excitement and stimulation in work. Again, we're seeing the repetition. We want to see consistency in the answers. I value recognition. I want to receive acknowledgement and credit for the work that I do. This is important to me. I value being given a position of trust where I will manage others. Overseeing the activities and work of other people is something that I value. I value security, steady, reliable employment with a pension. Again, this is something that may appeal to you as you get older. I value health and the opportunity and the time to lead a healthy lifestyle. I value getting a sense of achievement from my work, a sense of accomplishment. I value a supportive working environment where I will receive assistance and encouragement at work from colleagues and supervisors. This is the last one. I value creativity and be given the ability to generate new ideas. The next one is also similar, independence. I value having the freedom to make my own decisions, to have autonomy at work. The next one is moral values. Moral values are important to me. It is important that I work in accordance with my personal principles and beliefs. I value being given authority, the power to make decisions. I value being given responsibility and being accountable for my work and the work of others. I value autonomy, the freedom to plan and schedule my work. I value friendship in my working environment. I like to have strong relationships around my role and job. So, like before, list the 5 values that you have identified as being the most important to you. These generally should be your core values. If you have any other thoughts around values, write them in the dialogue box and capture that thought. Okay, that's generally the exercise is finished now. We're just going to put a little bit of cream on top of the cake and look at my future vision. If you look there, we have what you would like in the area of future vision. Family. What would you like your family life to be like maybe 10 years from now? How much leisure time will you need in your professional life? How much to make you happy? What kind of work would you like to be doing? How much money do you think you'll need? How much money will make you happy? I know, all of it, but really, what is your minimum requirement? These are important questions. Like your values may say you want to help people, but sometimes there's not a lot of money in helping people. So this is where we have to start making decisions. Learning. What do you want to be learning going forward? Do you have a vocation? Physical. Do you want to work out? Do you want to have a healthy lifestyle? And is there anything else in your future vision? It's best not to think too much. If you think too much, you will stop yourself from writing. Write the first thing that comes into your mind for each one. You can change it later, but usually the first thought is the truest thought, the most genuine. Okay, pretty much the last one is achievements. What is the 5 achievements that you think you've achieved up to date in this time? Now the purpose of this question is to capture how the feeling that you have when you achieve something that is very important. It could have been the first time you got an A in examination. It could have been the first time you presented a paper in public. It might even be the first time you rode a bicycle. The action is not important. What's important is how you felt when you made the achievement. Because what you want to do is if you write down the achievements, when you look at them, it will remind you of how you felt. It's almost like the way a drug works. Like chocolate gives us, releases endorphins in the brain, the same endorphins that sex does, for example. So we want to get that feeling back and see what does it feel like. So if you have achievements that you are proud of, they may not seem like achievements to other people, but to you they were achievements. Write them down, please. Okay, and the last section is when I am at my best. We have all had days in work, in our working environment, when perhaps things went badly wrong, okay, and everything was going wrong, and we were the one who stepped forward. We solved the problem. So I want you to finish this sentence, when I am at my best. What is it? I am at my best when I have given independence, when I am given authority, when I get 8 hours sleep. I am at my best when I'm given an opportunity to make decisions? When are you at your best? What conditions bring out the best in you? Achievements help me to identify what has worked well for me in the past. What were my top favorite best achievements and when did they happen? And if you can answer that question, then you can ask yourself, why did they happen? Were there special circumstances that allowed it to happen? When I'm at my best, analyze tasks and roles that provide me with real satisfaction. Identify the key factors that are essential for me to thrive and succeed. This is what we're looking for with these last two questions. Okay, now this is the last piece of writing that you will have to do today. Just to make it easy, all of the information that you put in, you can see they're colored. We're going to just transfer it so that everything will be on one page. So you can see it's all color-coded and marked. So the section at the beginning, you will just transfer them into this section here so that everything is on one page. And then your writing is finished for today. Okay guys, so now that we have all this information collated, what do we do with it? This is the most important part because now you've got all this information about yourself. So this is really where the real work begins. Do you remember, I think, Justina, you were out of the room at the time, we were explaining that, you know, Anna and Monica and I, that it is very unusual for a happy researcher to knock on your door. Usually they knock on the door when there's a problem, okay? Now when you come to see us, we are very happy. Great, come in, come in, come in. And then you say, okay, what is wrong? Oh, I'm fed up, I don't care. What do you want to do with it? I don't know. So then we have to start this whole process that we went through today with one person. But if you bring in this booklet and you have got this done, we can do so much to help you. Will that be correct? Because it gives us so many indications about where we go from here. So we have a conversation. The first thing we would do is, I will go through the results and I will ask you open-ended questions just to make sure that you know, this is what you really want. Is this correct? Open-ended questions are questions usually that don't give a yes or no answer. So I will ask you to explain. Now thankfully, because I took my gamble, Olga has agreed to work with us later. So what we're going to do is, we're going to take a quick 15-minute break. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes with Olga going over her answers, and then we will work the way we, just so you guys can have an idea of what this conversation should look and sound like when you go to get advice for career development further on, okay?